Hi, this is Brian Schiff with Functionally Fit. In this column, we're going to review a serratus punch exercise utilizing a kettlebell. The serratus is really important for helping to stabilize the scapula and hold it against the thoracic wall. If you have clientele that present with a winging scapula, where the midline border of that scapula is just protracted and moving out away from the spine, that's an issue. And the serratus is typically a muscle that is weak in our overhead population, and so improving scapular stability is important. What I really like about the kettlebell, and I'm going to demonstrate this in a bottoms-up position, is that it will uniquely challenge stability a little bit more so than a dumbbell would. So this is maybe a little more of an advanced progression for somebody. I also like to do it in a unilateral version so that the client can really focus on keeping the movement pure, if you will, and really stabilizing the shoulder. So we're going to have the client in a hook line position, and it's also important to pick a weight that's really doable. We don't want to challenge them too much because this isn't so much about hypertrophy as it is about neuromuscular control. So I'll get them down here on their back. We're going to put the kettlebell in this bottoms-up position I'm talking about. We want to have them in a nice neutral spine position if we can as well. And once they have good control of the bell, I'll just instruct them to extend the arm and move it up here to where it is at 90 degrees of shoulder flexion, right about that position. And then what we want to do is have them punch up toward the ceiling, protract the scapula, pause at the top for at least a 1 count, and then lower back down under control. We're going to keep the elbow extended. That's going to give us a little bit of a longer lever. Also promote glenohumeral joint stability and really make them control this motion as they do it. So the cadence is relatively steady on the way up and the way down. And it needs to be intentional to really focus on that control of the pattern itself. It's not a difficult pattern per se, but for your clientele who have weak scapular stabilization, they've had a history of any kind of subluxation, dislocation, or coming back from an overuse type injury, it's going to be really important that this type of corrective exercise is present in their program. It can be used as part of your movement prep or a part of their daily workout routine, if you will. But it is a great way to challenge them in a unilateral fashion to promote enhanced scapular stability and strengthen that serratus so that their mechanics for the overhead lifts that they may be doing or overhead sporting activity is proper, and this will really help reduce their risk of any kind of labral or rotator cuff issue down the road.